Sunday Morning on CBS. And here again is Lee Cowan.
They've sold millions of albums, and they've backed some of the biggest names in rock and roll history. Ben Mankiewicz is talking with members of the rock band Toto for the record.
It's been 40 years since this song unexpectedly became a worldwide sensation. Toto, the band that gave Africa life, did not think they had a hit. They nearly left it off the album.
Did you say that if Africa's a hit, you'll run down Hollywood Boulevard naked?
I did say that. I really did say that.
We met up with two of Toto's founding members, Steve Lukather and David Paich, along with longtime singer Joseph Williams. Serious musicians who don't take themselves too seriously.
There was always several lead singers in the group. Dave was always singing lead vocals.
And we finally got a lead singer, or a high singer.
What are you talking about? We were all high.
But the critics weren't high on them.
They said our music sounded like a tangerine leisure suit.
These guys are getting the last laugh. With packed shows, 40 million albums sold,
As soon as forever is through, I'll be over you.
and a string of hits spanning decades, Toto may be the coolest uncool band in history.
I just wouldn't give up, man. Didn't want to give it up.
It began in Los Angeles with high school-age pals Paich, Lukather, and brothers Jeff and Steve Picaro sending demos out to record companies. They needed a name. One of them was watching The Wizard of Oz late one night.
I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog, too.
And Dorothy's dog became a temporary solution,
Toto too? Toto too?
or so they thought.
We got our contract. It said Toto on the contract. We didn't have any more time to change our name.
Well, is that the witch? Oh, Toto? Toto's my dog.
The name didn't help, I don't think. It's easy to pick on a band called Toto.
No matter the name, that band had talent.
One of the first songs we recorded was this song right here, which is Hold the Line.
Yeah.
That was on this piano. That's the sound you're hearing.
That's the open to the song.
That's the opening to the song right there.
Hold the Line went top 5 in 1978. Toto was on the map. But 4 years and 3 albums later, pressure from the record company was mounting.
They came right out with, like, if you guys don't pull one out now, you're done.
You're one-hit wonders or something like that.
Yeah, then we said, we should just go back to doing what we do and just write good songs and record them.
So they did with Toto IV, recording 9 songs for the album. They just needed one more.
The last thing we cut was Africa.
It was Africa.
I played that for a while, then I decided to write a verse that went like this. Da-da-dum, ba-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-da-da-dum. And then when I was playing that, I just all of a sudden went into, it's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. And when I sang that line, I stopped and I went, uh-oh, this is a song. I just froze and said, wow, I just did something.
There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I bless the rains down in Africa.
All these years later, Africa, streamed more than 1 billion times on Spotify, is as popular as ever.
I mean, that song has had so many different lives over the years and been covered and played on TV and films, and then newer generations find it all the time.
Some have questioned how white musicians could possibly capture the spirit of a continent they've never visited. David Paich, though, calls the song totally aspirational.
I just want to see the world, you know. That was just kind of me writing, what if?
In '83, Africa hit #1, surpassing the album's first single, Rosanna.
All I wanna do when I wake up in the morning is see your eyes. Rosanna, Rosanna.
The title, inspired in part by an unknown actress at the time, Rosanna Arquette.
Rosanna, I think perhaps you know where I'm going to start. I just want you to listen.
Okay. Oh dear. It really does take me way back in the 80s. I was dating and I was with for quite a while Steve Porcaro, keyboard player of Toto. And the first time I heard it, David Paich sat me down at the piano bench and he asked me to sit next to him. And then he started to play the song and looked at me for my reaction. I was very shy. I was like, oh wow, like, thanks.
I had just met Rosanna Arquette at my house when I was working on this song, and I didn't have a title for it. And I just plucked her name out because she was very adorable at the time, and still is. It just stuck with me.
And you need like a 3-syllable name.
I
right?
did.
Right,
I did.
right.
It was perfect.
Yeah.
Meet you all the way. Rosanna, yeah.
Toto has released 14 studio albums, but that just scratches the surface.
How many albums have you played on?
Somewhere between 1,500 and a couple thousand.
As session players, producers, and writers, they've worked with hundreds of artists.
Let's get physical.
From Olivia Newton-John and Cheryl Lynn to Michael McDonald. Toto band members are all over Michael Jackson's Thriller. When you hear it, Eddie Van Halen has the solo, but every other guitar part
I actually came up with the second half of that part.
is by Steve Lukather.
This is gonna cost you some money.
Toto has long ago moved past those snarky reviews.
If they say why, tell them that is human nature.
What matters to them is connection to their fans and to each other.
Being able to play with my friends, believe it or not, you're better at your playing and your singing, and you're looser, all at the same time.
There's nothing that 100 men on Mars. I bless the rains down in
It's a testament to the commitment, I think, of the band and the integrity of the music that keeps propelling everybody forward.
Never thought it would be this long of a ride and then still have it continue to be doing so well.